Okay. So I wasn't originally gonna make this video, um, but it kind of just I don't know. It kind of just I was watching this because I'm taking notes for practice on Monday, so tomorrow, and something it's just interesting. I think maybe I should make another video for you to just to kind of show you what you could be doing wrong, different options you could be doing. So, um, kind of right off the bat, here, you want to be a little bit closer, and you want to have just a little bit more momentum. Um, I'm pretty sure you were expecting this to be killed, which is understandable. Uh, but uh, here, I'll kind of show you right what happens on this kickoff. So you go up, it gets past BC Steve's, should beat you to that ball, but I'm there, right? Now, if we go back and we look at BC Steve's perspective, right? He goes. He's just a little bit closer. Just a little bit closer. Let me actually make sure. Oh, I just missed it. God damn it. Please don't. Okay. You see how he's like just marginally, like he's already about like his back of his car's about to touch the grass. You haven't touched the grass yet, right? Now, despite he only has used a little bit of his boost just to gain a little bit more momentum. You could even wave dash a little bit. But if this was killed, he was going to beat you. And even if it went over here, he was going to beat you anyway, right? Even if you have more boost, because he's going to flip towards the ball as well. You know what I'm saying? So I think just kind of right off the bat, you just want to be a little bit closer, just a little bit closer when you're doing kickoffs, right? Just using a little bit more boost. Now it's good that you stay mid here. I mean, nothing you can do there, just unfortunate. Oh, sorry, my mic was pointing away. Nothing you do there, just kind of unfortunate. I don't mind you taking that big boost. There'll be another play down the line, and I'll make a note of that there, but I don't mind you taking that boost. That's okay. Sits back post. Wait for his touch. Here, it's probably better recommended to actually save your jump. I know you're trying to fast aerial, but you're more so just double jumping in the air, right? If you want a fast aerial, you have to drive, boost, and double jump, right? Like obviously you know that. And here you're just kind of double jumping, right? As well, I think you know that I'm going back, and that's why you push, since you know you're going to be the first man here. Yeah, you do. So in this position, you know he's going to make another kind of bounce. I would say just hang on to the front push just a half a second longer. But either way, that's even besides the point. Maintain your dodge or your flip just so you can get a better touch on it, right? Bounces out, you get that boost. Here, I know what you were thinking. Just stay back. You know, trying to see if Ian can pass it wide here. But honestly, both me and Ian are up. And with you up too, if they get a beat, that's almost guaranteed a goal. And you actually start doing that, which is good. This again, you've got to maintain your foot. You've got to maintain your foot, because something I'm going to mention tomorrow is being able to control the ball, right? And if you pay attention a little bit more on the meta level, but we cannot maintain the ball very well, and this is one of the reasons, is that you're not maintaining your flip, right? because you do not need a double jump here. You don't need a double jump here. You can reach the ball with just one and boosting up towards it, right? Because if you're able to jump and save your flip, you're going to be able to hit it like right at the mid-high wall. But you double jump up into it and the ball is given away, right? So those are one of those situations where you would want to maintain your flip. Yep, stay back post, stay back post. Yep, good patience. Okay, good. Play the 2 option. Yeah, stay wide. I don't mind. This is good. Alright, it's awkward ball. You let Ian play it. Maintain another 2 possession. Kind of staying wide. You try to go for the pinch. Doesn't happen. Rotate out. Okay, this is where I have another problem as well. So, I think you had already just gotten that mid boost, so then you use your remaining boost to go get the boost you just got, which could have been a momentary lapse. That's fine, but there should only be 2 instances in which you should ever take big boost. Ever. It is only if it is on your way onto a rotation back onto defense or back onto offense, or you're trying to steal it away from someone else, right? Other than that, minis are king. You should always take minis. Because here, you don't get the big. You only get 1 mini, 2, and that's it just to play. And you can still play it, right? But you could do so much more on just 3 or 4 minis. That's like, what? 4, 12, that's 48 boost, right? That's nearly half a tank. So just something to consider. This is a bit of an odd situation. Yeah, Ian cuts you there. Not too great. Kick it over to me. Perfect. Fantastic. Now this tries to go for big again, right? It's kind of like a pattern I'm noticing, right? You're gonna have to kick this habit because it's gonna put you out of position. And right now you are in a you're not even deep third. You're just not even in third position, right? What happens? He beats. You're nowhere near the ball, so you're gonna have to use all your boost with 20 remaining just to get to it. He's not even pushing you, and you just kick it up into the corner wall, right? So, and the fact that, again, he didn't even push and allow you to play it, right? Not many people are going to allow you to do that, right? We got to keep ourselves in a position and allow ourselves to actually stay in the play, right? Past that, our corner plays are really bad, right? We cannot just kick the ball into the corner wall, hope it goes mid, and try to make it as a pass. That will never work again, right? That will work maybe 1 to 5% of the time, because corners are the safest place on defense for the ball to be for the defenders, right? If you are playing defense, you want the ball to be in the corner. You do not want it to be in the mid, in the open area, in the open lane where they can score. If it's in the corner, it's a tight angle where you can cram bodies into. So, I mean, here, if you are going to hit it high or hit it off the backboard, right? Don't hit it into corner because they're able to easily read it just as your 2-man will be, right? All right, so we do that. We rotate out. You see what I mean? We go so far out of our way to get back boost. You know what I mean? When we could have easily been in the play however much longer ago. Right? We miss 1, 2, 3, 4 minis. Right? And you could have easily turned here, stayed into the 3rd-man position, and you would have already been at the ball by this point. But now you're just sitting at mid waiting for them. Something to consider. As well, I'll be mentioning these in practice, so a lot of this could be kind of repeating information, but nonetheless, I'm just going to say it anyways. So you come back, you take big boost. Okay, so I guess I could talk about this. So as we go into higher levels of play, right, something you are going to have to consider when you're rotating back is keeping big boosts on our side, right? And you might think, why? The big boost is there. I'm a part of the defensive team that's on defense. Why should I keep it there, right? Well, think about it like this, right? All right, you go for the ball, you fuck up, whatever, right? You have 66 boost. You could maybe use 15 boost, a speed flip, and then use a wave dash, and you're at supersonic, right? Even at supersonic, you could be, or not supersonic. Even on a speed flip, you could be supersonic, right? You could get this mini, the mini after, and the mini after that, and the mini after that. You're already at full. And guess what? You never had to take that big boost, right? And so what would happen is, say Ian gets beat here, right? And he needs to rotate out, and he's low on boost, and there's no minis. Boom, he could take that the big boost right behind you, right? We want to be able to conserve big boosts if we have the chance for our teammates whenever they try to rotate back on a defense, and for them not to get minis or other big boosts to put themselves out of position even further, right? Something to consider. Okay. I love that. I love that you pushed up, trying to make yourself available for Ian. Didn't work out. You pushed back, right? I remember we were talking about this during like a green team VOD, and there was something about it. What you did there was perfect. I absolutely love it, right? It's what you needed to do. Play it on the back post. You realized you needed to play up. You go there. You realize that play's dead there. Rotate back. All right, then you checked. Great. You push. All right. Okay, 50 doesn't work out. And you see what I mean right there, right? You go to look for the big boost and it's not there, right? It's not the same position, but you still, not the same scenario, sorry, but you still get what I mean. All right, you get demoed. Happens. Back left. Nice, getting the minis. All right, go for the carry. I gave it away. I mean, I think you wanted to actually just catch and carry rather than that, but it happens. I'm not going to say much about that. Be very careful when you're doing this. I've definitely done this a decent amount of times, right? If you have an option, clear out wide rather clearing out into mid. Because, like I said earlier, corners and the walls are the safest place to be on defense, right? More so the corners than anything. If it goes out into mid, big fucking trouble, right? And if you're going to be going for this kind of shot where it's going out, just try to pop it up slow, Try to go slow, try to go for a jump off the wall and then flip into or go for a dribble, right? Nice. Good patience. Good patience. You see third man. Here, this is a little tough, and this also might delve into communication. Okay. So Ian is kind of on to your right, and this does include communication, so there is that to factor in. But starting from this position, I would cut left, stay third man, right? Just stay third man. Don't even cut up here, right? Even if you think I'm going to get the beat, he's going to get the beat, whatever, just stick that third man, let Ian play his mid position. Obviously, and yeah, he's mid anyways, right? All right. We're going to push up? Yes, we are. All right, you let Ian go. Again, like I said earlier, just push up a little bit more. Use a wave dash, use a little bit of boost. It's going to take a little bit of time to get that kind of feel, but, you got to push up a little bit more, be a little bit more dangerous on that kickoff. Nice, good patience. Don't push that. Good. Okay. All right, I'm going to let you know now. In this position, if this happens, well, see, this is a little tough. Because it's not a super threatening position, but also in this position here, make sure you're boost pathing back and get back to that fucking back post because no one is back there, right? Now, again, there's not very much of a chance in which I would lose this, but there is the chance in which, you know, I could get beat here and it's going to go towards net. Now, you might get to the ball, but you're going to get at it at an off angle, right? And it's just going to fuck up, you know, your flow a little bit from there on. Okay. Nice. Here, I mean, again, it's just an execution error, so like I'm not going to be too crazy about it. Make sure right before you hit the ball, you break and then jump for it, right? Okay. Nice. Good. Good read. It's okay. Okay, the play works out. Good. Good stuff. Way to kick it to Ian. Alright, and this position should be going back, right? Okay. So that is not necessarily bad. Well, nah, I won't make a comment on that. That's not bad. That's not bad. In this, this is interesting. In this position, I would try to apply immediate pressure because you already know both of us are going to be coming back fast. The ball is in the corner, so it's not going to be like an immediate score. And you already know that there's no one in the passing lane, so you're not threatened with a pass immediately, right? If you apply a pressure here and enough of it and fast enough, you could potentially win the 50, kick it back out to the third man and be able to challenge there even further, be able to fuck them up. Just something to really get them off their momentum, right? But they're able to get a pass off, right? Just challenge them earlier. And these situations, you know the likelihood of you even like winning here is low, but it allows me and Ian to have a chance on defense, right? All right, so we kick it out. Go back post. I actually don't mind this. I know I was talking about ball control here. There was a semi-open lane. God damn it. There was a semi-open lane. Both me and Ian were committed. So I honestly do not mind it. Just be a little bit more wary of where the other team is. Because you want to boom to where there's an open lane, right? And if you notice, both Etrim and BC are boosting directly into mid. That open lane is going to cut up to where I'm going to be, which is left mid, right? Something to consider. Okay. Get the boost. Okay. Just not a great play. I mean, I should have scored. Let's see. Let's go back a little. Alright, it is assumed I should be coming back. Oh yeah, that's me. I did get the demo. Okay. So you know I'm coming back. You push up a little bit. Just have a little bit more trust in Ian there. I can understand why you pushed up. If you are push up, here's what I'd recommend, right? Don't push up here, right? Push up here, right? Because you can still play this, whereas if you're in, like, oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Whereas, like, if you're here, you know, you're coming at the ball if it goes back into the wall at an off angle. You always want to come at the ball at a strong angle, not an off angle. It depends on the situation, of course. But just, you know, stick here along the goal line, because I'm always going to be back here. All right. Here, if you're on the front post, just be a little bit delayed going up, right? Obviously, depends on the situation, but like there, even if you did think Ian was going to win that, make sure, he's actually on their side in the corner, getting ready to pass whatever, right? So, shit, let me see if I can illustrate my thought here. So Ian gets the beat, right? The back post man should kick up immediately. Obviously, he's going up, and you're going up through here, right? To get into this third man position. I would try to keep, like, almost like half fields, maybe even like a third of a field's distance away. Because, again, in those situations in which he would lose, because it's kind of hard to tell from your situation, you want to be able to react in time, right? In which here you don't, and you're going to have to be able to rotate ball side. Right? The other thing along with that kind of also complicates this is you come at an off angle, right? Instead of, coming out here, then probably going in here, right? Or just, rotating like this, you rotate like this. Oh, that was perfect. And you see how, again, let's say, I don't know, somehow the ball, nobody misses, whatever, it just lands here, and they weren't fucking up, like, you're coming at an off angle, they're going to win that a lot of the time, right? We want to make sure we're coming at the strong angle. I need to workshop that a little bit. Coming on the strong angle, and we're actually rotating into that position, not at that position, if that makes sense, right? And again, if you're that front man, that you're on the front post, have a little bit of delay and go just a little bit slower to your position, right? Just be a little bit slower. When you're on the back post, fucking cut into that mid. Okay. I don't blame you for sticking that. I'm okay with that. That was just a awkward play. That's something between me and Ian. Here, you just got to be able to get boost. I mean, I think you noticed. You get boost going two, right? But coming back, you only get one, right? You miss all the minis, right? You got to be able to get something. Because here, you're not dangerous at all, right? Because you're low boost, you can't get to the ball. And it's just kind of a mess, right? Something I think you should also start doing is I think you need, and I'm pretty sure you do this, but in this game you just didn't do it much. If you need to get somewhere, right, fucking speed flip towards it. Don't just flip. Don't just drive and boost. Speed flip, because that's going to get you to supersonic, if done right, in one, right? Instead of having to waste X amount of boost. Okay, rotate mid, great. I think this just comes with reading the ball. Anytime that ball is going fast off the backboard, give yourself a bit of a buffer, and as well, it kind of depends the angle that it's coming at, right? God damn, it's fucking wild, dude. What the fuck? It kind of depends the angle that the ball is coming at, right? Like if the ball is going here, right, where it's kind of ending up in this like middle area, you want to be able to play, with your car here, so you're able to, attack any part of the net, right? Now, if the ball is going here, a bit of a harsher angle, you want to play your car here, right? You want to be able to play where it's going at the best angle possible, right? So the ball's going fast. We know that. So that means that it's going to be coming off the wall fast, right? We already know that. And we also know that it's going to be high off the backboard, right? So what that means, right? And I'm pretty sure you can understand. Hold on, let me set this right there, is that not only is the ball going to come down at a pretty like shallow angle, not going to come down, but it's going to come down shallow. It's also going to come down fast, or relatively fast, faster than it would if it was be a slower hit off the wall, right? And so, you know, you just got to play a little bit more back, a little bit like here, like right here, right? So then when you're coming here, you know, you notice, hey, coming here a little bit fast, try to, you know, cut like this. Let's see. So that's the right cut. So you see how if you were able to just kind of play a little bit more wide, because I'm off the wall, and get into this position, you know? Oh fuck. Oh, shit. The ball comes right into this area, right? Play the ball wide. If the ball is not going to be immediately coming down, right? Do not play straight. At least in this scenario. Way to go for it. Good challenge. I think you're playing a bit too timid. Like, don't be afraid to fucking, you know, like, get your ass into position, right? Like, I understand patience here. Okay. I actually don't mind the second line, but that point still stands, just not for this particular. Okay, good. Yes, perfect. Stay the back post. I think you hear me. Good. You push up. You cut. Same thing applies here, right? Let's go back to the fly cam. You see him. He wins his 50, right? He wins another 50. Boom. You push up, right? He is on a dribble, right? It's not like, okay, he's on a dribble. How you need to play this is play it wide, right? Play it wide, because what is he going to do? If he is going to pass, right? He is going to play it wide. So he's just going to fucking boom, right? Now, if he is just straight driving the, you know, the ball on the front of his car, he's just going to move it, right? In which, you know, you could play closer and meet him. So if you understand what I'm saying, if he's going to go for like a little bit of a flick, you know, a little bit extra power, just play it wide, right? Now, ultimately, that doesn't happen, and that's fine, right? You adjust, you go, I missed, that's fine, right? All right, rotate out. Use arrow. That is all I'll say. All right. Yeah, kind of a short one. Just, yeah, some of the things that I noticed is that I think when you do think about boost pathing, you look great when you're on the rotation, but when you're preoccupied, obviously, with, you know, trying to get back in time, like, that's fine, but you just got to be able to bake it into your play, right? You got to realize, you know, it's good to get back fast or get into the position fast, but if you don't got boost, you're not going to be dangerous. You're going to be slow to the ball. You're not going to be able to get your right 50. You got to be able to get that boost pathing, right? Corner plays, right? Do not slam it into the corner wall, right? You do not have to play with Alex or Collins or... no, I wouldn't put Teddy in that position. You don't have to play with Alex or Collins anymore, right? Me and Ian are good enough to where we can get to the ball if you can get us that pass, right? Be unpredictable, but let us know, right? Playing into the corner is the safest place for defensive, or for when you are on the when you're on defense. God damn it, right? because it is super predictable to what the ball will do if you just slam it there, right? If you are going to put it into the corner, put it high, put it fast, put it in an awkward angle in which the other team is going to have a hard time in order to reach it, right? There are times in which it will work, right? But we can't be scoring like that. We can't be relying on that more so, is what I'm trying to get at, right? We want to be able to be dangerous, be unpredictable. Um, yeah, if you're on front post and the first man is able to get a beat out, delay, right? Delay getting into that third man position. If you're on back post, cut it up the fucking mid. Shoot your shot. Go fucking fast. Get up there. And again, if you're on two man rotating up into offense, make sure you position your car for how you need in order to be ready for the pass, for the rebound, for the net being crashed on, right? Just be ready. If he's playing wide, ball on top of the car, play wide. If he has the ball in front of him, play close. If he's on the wall and the ball's going fast and it's coming at a shallow angle, play wide. If it's going right off the backboard and back into mid, play straight. Don't play wide, right? These things. It's just about applying them, thinking about them further in the game. Yeah, I think that's it.